Welcome back, everyone. Boy, today is a tough day. It's a sad day for all of us here at Channel 2. We're happy for her, we're sad for us.
Right.
And not just for us here at Channel 2, but for really so many Northern Nevada viewers.
And that's because we're really saying goodbye to a Northern Nevada broadcasting icon. It's a person that we both grew up watching, someone that we both learned from. And that person is Erin Breen.
She had a curiosity for following a story that made her very valuable to us.
In 1982, Erin Meehan began working at KOLO-TV.
She wasn't afraid of work.
Erin, like most young television journalists, didn't plan on sticking around long in a smaller city like Reno.
She fell in love with the place the same way I did when I got here, and she wasn't going anywhere, and neither was I.
And now, from the team you know and trust.
In the 80s and 90s, Erin and Tad anchored the 5 o'clock and 6:30 newscasts at Channel 8.
There's nobody with whom I had more rapport or more respect than with Erin.
Their ratings were huge, and part of that was because Breen always put the story first.
Erin never approached the job as though her job was to look pretty and smile nicely. She approached the job as a reporter.
She's very sensitive to those that she interviews, but she's also very tough and firm when she needs to be as well.
She was just as dedicated to the news and the viewers behind the camera as she was in front of them.
I don't know how many times we took phone calls from people who said she's only wearing one earring. Well, she'd taken it off because she was working the phone until the last minute. She never got it back on.
And sometimes they would fall off by themselves.
Tonight, when you well for barking and made it.
There's only one thing more important to Erin than being a journalist, and that is being a mom.
We've decided that tonight will be my last night on the air for a while.
That goes without saying. We're going to get a ton of phone calls on Monday.
This is the prime edition of KOLO Eyewitness News.
In January of 1990, Erin welcomed her first child, Sammy.
In case you missed this little announcement at the first of the newscast, the long wait is over. It's a boy.
This is well worth it, I tell you. It was a long time coming.
Maybe there was some baby spit on her shoulder or something like that. It's almost like wearing that as a badge of being a mother.
Erin had two more children, Johnny and Megan, and would eventually leave Channel 8 to raise her kids. But in August of 2006,
With Erin Breen.
Erin made her return to local news.
Vice President Dick Cheney visits the biggest little city.
This time, right here at Channel 2.
Those stories and more on this Tuesday, August 29th, 2006.
We were looking to relaunch our morning show with a new, harder news edge and serious newscast, and no one better than Erin Breen to come be part of that.
Here at Channel 2, she reported it all for us, from politics to the day-to-day, everyday story.
Out in the field when we're both working the same story, and that's always a high and a long hug.
Yeah, she's become one of my favorite co-workers over the last 10 years. She sits right next to me, so we kind of have an alliance when we have newsroom debates. It's been a lot of fun working with her.
Believe us, Erin was never afraid to have fun out in the field.
I'm Erin Breen. We'll have that story coming up. Covering the story, Erin Breen, Channel 2 News.
She's an icon.
Erin is everything that defines a journalist.
I trust her, and she has always reported the news with such integrity.
There's a big reservoir of institutional and area knowledge that walks out the door when that happens, and that's never a good thing.
But what's Reno's loss is Ireland's gain.
Yes, they'll like her in Ireland.
Ireland needs to look out for Erin Breen because she's coming in and they're never going to forget her.
Hell, she's going off to Ireland to go to school at her age. What advice? She's going to have a ball. She's going to love that.
Wow. I will love that. I can't believe you guys put all those together. And that the governor, okay, you guys got the governor one. I couldn't. So you know what? When you've been doing this as long as I've been doing this, the big inclination really is just to fade to black. And that's what I wanted to do. But clearly, that's not what we did here. It was kind of like the Erin Breen Memorial today around here. I'd just like to say thank you to everyone, to Channel 2 for giving me a home to tell my stories over this past 10 years, To the best news director there is, Jason Pasco, and the best photographers in town, Mackenzie and Gabby and Vance. And you know, it's a team effort here. It'll continue to be. But probably more important than all of that is all of you. From the businesses to the politicians to all of you who've let me tell your stories over the years. And I know there's been times when I nag you, right, Governor? And chase you down for interviews, but sometimes that's what you got to do to get a good story. And I've had more than my share. So thank you to all of you for doing that. And of course, you are up to date, and I am really out of time this time. Stay tuned for Scott Pelley and the CBS Evening News.
Deep trouble in the Deep South.